One of the greatest things I have in my life is, as a leader, the privilege and the great joy of team building. Around me, we have these magnificent men and women who are astonishing achievers. And when you put a band of high achievers together who have all sorts of skill sets, all sorts of experiences, all sorts of connections and resources to bring to the vision, it is an amazing thing, especially when you're working in complete harmony and in unity and walking together. It's an incredible thing to have a great team. That's one of the leader's most important strategies and skills that he must have. The ability to select a person and then put round pegs in round holes, so to speak. I don't mean to reduce people to pegs, but that's a saying that is clearly able to communicate to us how people need to be positioned. The worst thing is watching a square peg in a round hole trying to make it work. And funnily, some people think life should be like that. Some people think even that God tries to arrange us in situations we don't like doing, and then we're unfruitful. We don't achieve much. God wants you to do what you love. The will of God is delightful. It's wonderful. It's not even like work, for goodness sake. And it's like playing, because you're doing your gift. You're doing what your personality is wired up to do. And that's a really important point for a leader to identify in his team people who have character. That's the number one thing I would choose people on, their character, their proven faithfulness under pressure, so that I know that they're going to be true no matter what happens. The second thing would be attitude. You've got to have a teachable attitude. You've got to have a bright, positive faith attitude. A person with a difficult to get along with, cantankerous attitude. A person with a doubtful, negative attitude, disagreeing attitude. All of that is very difficult to work with and not worth the bother, if even for the skills that they might bring to the table. You want to have a culture of unity and harmony in the team. And the third thing is they must have the resources and the skill set, obviously, to help you achieve that. But those things can be trained in people's lives. If people have character and attitude right, it's not hard to actually bring skills to it through training and coaching. And the big one also in selecting a team member is that they have an affinity with the vision. They feel great about the vision. And so I want people who, they love the music in our church, they love the people, the preaching, the message, their vision, they love it all. They laugh at my jokes, they're on side, for goodness sake. They just have an affinity with the people and they feel good around us. And that's really important when you're selecting your team.